Hey brother, welcome back. Thanks for being here. If you haven't seen the other videos in the series, I highly recommend that you go check those out. I am traveling around the country right now in my RV, and I am in the Smoky Mountains right now, and it is nighttime, and so I'm making good use of my nighttime to bring you or talk to you about some of the books that I have brought with me on the trip. These books have been transformational for me, and I want to share them with you and just give you a little bit of a taster as to why you might want to read them. And so here in this next book, in no particular order, none of these books are in any particular order. This book is Open Her. This is by Karen Brody, and it talks about activate 7 masculine powers to arouse your woman's love and desire. This book was transformational for me in that it gave me different archetypes to look at. It gave me different concepts, different ways of looking at a woman and interacting with a woman. For example, there's the artist, and in here she talks about the artist and how the artist sees a woman, and how, makes a woman feel seen. What was the other one? Let's see here. Let me get to I'll just go to the index here. When I first read this book, it was a little bit frustrating because there's 7 different archetypes, and then you look at all that and you go, oh, I have to be all of those things? Get really frustrated because it pops up with that fear, that insecurity, that uncertainty that we're not enough, and that we're going to have to, so we might not possibly be able to be enough, and that telling us that here's 7 archetypes, can kind of feel a little overwhelming. But once I stepped away from the book and I really just thought about what she was trying to communicate to me, and I said, okay, you know what? I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be all of these things. I just can take from this I can take from this the nuggets that speak to me, and look at how am I, either showing up or not showing up in my life and in my relationship. So the chapters here, the first one is the artist, then she talks about the poet, the director, the warrior, the sage, the dark knight, the lover. And so, just for example, like the artist is making a woman feel seen. The poet is being able to express what it is about that woman that you admire and you find special. Not just saying, you're pretty. The warrior, of course, is, how you're showing up and being that protector, that defender, that how you're being a warrior in your own life. The lover, the dark knight. I mean, it's a real good, I'm not going to try to go through all the different archetypes. It's a good book. It's definitely a good read, and some good insights from a woman about what women are looking for. And just recognize that sometimes when you read a book like this, your woman may not be able to verbalize these things. She may not even understand these concepts herself. So having someone else put those into a book and express those in a way that you can wrap your brain around is extremely helpful. So that's why I recommend this book. You can also get it on Audible. I think you can get it on Kindle as well. But definitely a good read. Also, if you don't have a journal, I highly recommend that you get yourself a journal, because it will help to transform your thinking, and it will help to help you see patterns that might emerge. It will help you to understand yourself better. And once we understand our beliefs, we understand our thoughts, and we're able to get clarity on ourselves, that's when our life really begins to change. So get yourself a journal and write it in as often as you can, as often as you want. And what happens is, I say that, but what happens is, as you begin to write, as you begin to really dump your feelings and your thoughts into this book, you're going to find that you're going to want to write it more and more. Keep it by your bedside. Write a little bit at night. Write a little bit in the morning when you wake up. You'll wind up actually throwing it into your book bag or whatever in your your backpack, and you'll wind up carrying it around with you. I guarantee you, it'll change your life. Okay, brother. If anything I've talked about here or in any of the previous videos are interesting to you and you want to talk more about these things, you can find me at happymancoaching.com. Just click on the contact there and reach out to me, and we'll set up a time that you and I can call, speak with each other and go through and see how we can work together. All right, brother, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.